Thank you for coming back for another haul video. This is a pretty big one, so I hope you're comfortable. I went to the bins yesterday. Yay! It's been too long. So before I get into it, I just wanted to say a couple of things. I've been doing Posh live auctions. I've done 3 of them, and my last one was called the Really Random Unlisted Inventory Show. So you know how some people, when they have a big haul, like go to the bins, they'll go to buy, sell, trade to try to flip some of the stuff for just a few dollars profit. But you know, it's a fast flip, helps pay for the trip. So I don't really have that option. So this show is about that. I will be doing another one. If you're interested, just look for it. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. It might be in a couple of days, but it's the Really Random Unlisted Inventory Show. And the reason why I can sell things through that lower than Poshmark is I use the quick list feature. So all I have to do is put a title, a category, and a size. I'm not doing pictures, and I don't know if you're a reseller or not, but there's a lot of work to reselling. And so I am willing to sell things at a lot lower price, still make some money without doing all that work. Not everything. I have to keep a good deal of stuff that I hope will sell for higher amounts because I'm not looking to sell everything for just a few dollars profit. But if I can recoup some of my upfront costs, that'd be great, especially because this is, I guess, the biggest haul I've had in terms of how much I spent. It's 60 pounds. I don't know how many pieces it is. It's just laying around here. I haven't inventoried it yet. 60 pounds. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go right into it. I'm also doing a show called the No Clothes Allowed Show, which is going to be everything but clothing or shoe wear. This might go into that, depending. I have to research it. I occasionally pick up blankets, and then they sit around because they're paying for me to photograph. I lay them on my queen-size bed, and then I stand up on a chair or something. Actually, sometimes I stand right on the bed and then take a shot, and it's very difficult. I showed this to my friend. I said, "Oh, look at this blanket. It looks really nice." See, it's wintry. I'm sure there's trees here. Where are the trees? Where are the trees? I thought there were trees. I don't know. It seems wintry to me. I said, this is kind of cool. And I'm looking for the tag because I watch other people's videos, and apparently Pottery Barn can do well. So, and I said, oh, it's beater lack. And she said, oh, Vicky was just talking about that in their video. So Vicky is Vicky of Vicky and Katie, or Katie and Vicky. I don't know. She's been a reseller for a very long time. She knows vintage. She knows blankets. She knows a lot. And they apparently said that this was a really good brand. I'm like, okay. I didn't look it up and was like, I'll just take it. Beater lack. So you can't read it. It's a little bit faded, but it says Beater Lack of America, Cumberland, Maryland, USA, made in USA, using domestic and imported yarn. And I don't know what to call this. It's a little bit fleecy, maybe. I don't know. It's cold here in Vegas. I'm going to leave this on my lap while I continue on with this. All right. This is Free People. And by the way, we're there about 5.5 hours. The first hour tends to always be slow. Like, ugh, we're going to have a lousy day. We're not finding anything. And then it picks up and I end up leaving with a full cart. So, despite what some people may say, there's a lot of potential there. This is Free People. It's kind of I don't know. I don't know what this material is. I have no idea. Maybe I will put this in the unlisted inventory show because, number one, it'd be much easier not to have to describe it. Though I will look it up and see, I may be able to find it with a full description. But also, I don't do that well with Free People. So a lot of times I just end up with it sitting. So, if I can flip it fast. Same with this one. Not sure because this one might wait for spring. This is We the Free. And I thought it was really pretty. I picked it up because it was pretty, not because I saw the label. It's like a baby doll shirt. It's got a pocket. I think it is, it's got some raw edging, Like at first I thought this was not on purpose, but it's on both sides. So it's a deliberate, like distressed look, because it doesn't, does it go all the way around? Yeah, I guess it does. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be steamed. Oh, let's see if there's a fabric and a number on this. I do not see another tag, so that means I'm not going to have any information. It's a size small, so that's good. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Hold the phone. Just trying to figure out what it's made out of. Okay, so it's 48% viscose and 52% linen. I wonder why they don't put linen first, since there's more of it, and alphabetically it comes ahead of viscose. So it's got an OB number. I'll look it up. I'll do some research before I decide what I'm going to do with these things, but it's not really the season for this, so I'm not really in a rush to list it. I found this pillow, and I liked it. I could see under the cover, like, dark colors, so I realized that they had just stuffed a pillow in it that didn't belong there, and so I decided to just take the pillow out and leave that in the linen section and take the pillow cover. So, you know, you could stuff it with another pillow form, or you could just use regular stuffing, but it's lighter that way. I didn't pay for the whole pillow, but it's just this sloth, and it says, "Let that shit go." I thought that was cute. It says the same thing on the other side. It's a sort of canvasy material. What is that? Oh, it's a hair. Look. At least it's not black ink. So I don't know. This was probably a weird pickup, but I just thought it was cute and I wanted it. And, you know, super light. This, I believe I have a bag started of really tiny onesies. Because every once in a while I find them and I can't resist them, and I'm just gathering them, and maybe at some point we'll sell them all together. So this is Disney Kids. And look how cute that is. Little onesie. I think this is 3 to 6 months. So if anybody's got some little teeny tiny ones they need some onesies for, reach out to me. I'm happy to sell things directly. Oh, this is Blair. Now, I have picked up Blair before, but Blair was a catalog company and may still be. And the same issue where the size was listed as SML. I mean, how stupid is that? Is that short for small? Is it one size, small, medium, large? I don't know. I don't remember how I resolved it. I probably just did measurements and went by that. But anyway, you'll see why I picked this up. And it does need a little work. It's a little cardigan, but look. There's a cat. See, it's a little pilly right there because this is like felt. So it just needs a little shave. There's another cat there. There's another cat there. I mean, it's so cute. Not a little cute for me. Though if it didn't sell, I wouldn't give this away. I would keep it, but not really my style. But you can see why I bought it. I do love the kitties. Ugh. This is Zara. I picked up a few Zara things. I was thinking those that might actually be good for the unlisted inventory show. Size small. I'm not sure if it's a dress or a tunic, which generally means it's a tunic, but I didn't like hold it up against me or anything. It seems really small. What I liked particularly, I like the color, sort of it's looking brownish on my screen. I don't know whether it's looking that way to you, but it's green, a khaki olive green. But look, like the buttons are all different. I thought that was so much fun. So even though I keep picking up Zara and saying I got to stop picking up Zara, I just find these really cute pieces, and you find them, you know, really cheap. It's hard to say no. Okay, I am not sure why I picked this up. It's Amy Winehouse. It's got these big holes here, which my guess is were done by the owner and it didn't come this way. I thought I could do a bleach dye on this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could try to sell it as is. If it doesn't sell, bleach dye it. But I might just want to bleach dye it. I'm not sure. But I have it. I'll figure it out. This is a tote bag, Victoria's Secret. First I thought, well, I have, I think, one listed in my closet. Maybe I'll lot them together. But I'm not sure. I do like a good tote bag, though. It needs to be washed. I'm going to spray pre-treatment all over it and throw it in the washer. And worst comes to worse, I'll throw it into with my tote bags. All right. This is, I know this brand can sit and sit, but I feel like this could really be a good like New Year's Eve dress, party dress. Lulu's size small. Spaghetti straps that are adjustable. Black with like, I wouldn't call this embroidery, but just like, oh, dry skin gets caught. You know, gold. I don't know how would you describe this? It's kind of like a netting fabric, and the gold is almost embroidered. I'd say it's a metallic thread that runs through. Metallic threading. Anyway, it's not a maxi dress, but it's a lace overlay. It is lined. I thought it was pretty. It has a little bit of sort of slip dress appeal to it. Like there, it looks like a slip dress. Even in the front, that part. Speaking of gold. All right, I picked up this. There were two beaded things I considered. The other one I put back. Actually, I gave it to someone else. I hope she bought it, but I don't know if she did. Nippon Nights, which I assume is Albert Nippon. Vintage, I would say, with these shoulder pads. That's a little perfumey. I'm going to have to air this out. But look how pretty this is. Isn't that gorgeous? This would be so great for New Year's Eve. You know, for someone who doesn't stay home alone with their cats. Or even if they do. There was another one that was... all the beads look to be intact. Obviously, with that many beads, there's probably a missing one. But it wouldn't be noticed when there are so many. So I would say this one is, what? 70% covered in beads? There was another one that was 100% covered in beads. It had to weigh close to 5 pounds. It was amazing. Like I tried it on. It's like if you were walking in it and a car light hits you, you would blind them. It was just amazing. But I did see a lot of loose threads. Couldn't really see the missing beads though, because it was completely covered in beads. But I was just like, no, it's too heavy. If it was $1, I would have bought it. It's too heavy, and like there's all those loose threads. I just feel like it will complicate my life. This is Calvin Klein jeans brand, made in Hong Kong, so it's vintage. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Extra large, not my size. Phew. Look at this denim jacket. I have a diesel denim jacket in my closet that gets a lot of attention, hasn't sold, but I won't lower the price too much. That one's too small on me, because I'd be tempted to keep that one, but it's like an extra small, and it's a true extra small. So isn't that nice? It's got these little like belty or things on the strap. I don't know what you call them. Tabs. Oh, look at the back. That button there. I love this. Oh, okay. Sorry. And then I picked up this bag. It is Lolay. Let's see, where does it say Lolay? Lolay. I have sold a Lolay. I can't remember if it was a jacket. I don't want to knock over the phone. There. I don't remember if it was a jacket or a vest. It was a puffer, and I had gotten it free in a swag bag. And it took a while, but Lolay is a Canadian company, so I like these kind of bags, and I like that it's a Canadian company. The print inside says, "Live out loud every day." And it's fairly clean. It's got a little discoloration right around there, but overall there's no crumbs or anything in there. I'm trying to see if it's it feels like there's a light amount of padding in it, just the lightest amount. But this is also padded. So I'm thinking this is, I don't know, like I felt like it was not a diaper bag because there's nowhere for bottles, but maybe it's a little small to be a laptop bag. Not the bag itself, but this padded area. It could be for a tablet. I don't know. I should show you the whole thing. It's kind of like nylon that you can just wipe down. This is a zippered pocket. It's got feet, little feetsies, and I'm assuming vegan leather. Oh, and another pocket here. Really nice. I picked this up on the way I found they had made an announcement earlier that someone lost their like little clicker fob thing for their car. And just as I was like going through finally to go, I kicked something. I'm like, what did I kick? And it was that. So I ran up to give it to the cashier and passed the linen bins, which is where bags are. And I found that. I don't usually find bags very well there. Partially because I don't go right away. So I probably miss out on the good ones. But it's on the same side as the room as shoes. So I choose to go to shoes first. Okay. And speaking of shoes, I got my friend, my bins buddy Karen, found these and gave them to me. They are Birkenstocks. She found 2 pair, but she kept the other one. It has the normal, like, toe marks, but I don't understand what's the story here. Like, how did that get... I'm going to clean this up. It's pretty easy to do. But, like, the straps are in good shape. Well, pretty good shape. Let's see. It's Birkenstock, so they don't have to be in great shape. I would call this good, not great. Fair to good. You know, there's a little bit of wear on the tread here, but there isn't really any heel drag. It is a size 39, and it has the foot outline that's not colored in, so they are either wide or not wide, because I don't remember what it is, but I'll figure it out. I tried these on. I don't have Birkenstocks, and they're pretty comfy. I'll never have them because I'll sell them. Speaking of Uggs, Ugg slippers. Pretty darn clean in the bottom. No heel drag. I suspect their lining is not Sherpa, but actual shearling. Sherpa is faux shearling, if you want to know. Just really cute. Size 7, not my size. I could use a new pair like this. The pair I have has like holes in them. My toes have gone through. I've had them so long, but okay. I know there's more shoes here somewhere. There isn't a lot, but I'm not in any particular order here. Okay, probably nobody else would buy this. This is a Crown Royal bag filled with Crown Royal bags. This man at the bin said to me, I saw those. He said, what do people do with those? And I told him, you keep your Scrabble tiles in them. But I don't know if people would buy these or if there's a market for it. And I didn't look it up. I just took them. It is completely full of Crown Royal bags. And then I found random ones afterwards that I managed to stuff in there too. Like that had gotten separated. So would you have bought this? I suspect not. Tell me. Tell me in the comment section. Would you have bought this for any reason at all? Or am I crazy? You don't have to tell me that. I got another pillowcase. The brand is Kawach. Qawach. But it is 100%, it is genuine leather. And it's a really good quality leather, you know, that buttery leather. I have a leather jacket that's just like this. I don't know if one random leather pillowcase is great. Like, I feel like something like this you buy in 2s, but I threw it in my cart. Some things I put a lot of thought into, and some things I just put very little to none. All right, this is vintage quarter fiel, made in Spain, craftsman for centuries. It is a men's trench coat. Is it men's? Actually, yeah. Oh, this is hard to show. You know, very typical. It's got contrast stitching, which is kind of cool. These belty things around the wrists. It's got a few like dark spots here. Nothing, it doesn't really look so much like, and it may come out. I'll do some spot treating. Has a zip-in lining. No, button-in lining. And this feels like, you know those old-fashioned blankets? They were like satin along the edge, like a wide satin strip at the top part. That's what this feels like on this side, but on the other side it's smooth. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if there's any other tags that are going to give me maybe on the inside or in the pockets, some tags that tell me what the fabric content is. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's a little bit heavy, which would explain the 60 pounds. And maybe I didn't, maybe it's not a record number of things that I buy. But this was the only concern. This stain right here. I will spot treat it, do my best, list it one way or the other. This is J. Jill Love Linen Essential Shirt, size medium. Just a button front shirt. Very obviously linen. Coral. Pinkish coral. Pinkish coral, I'll say. This dress I bought because I just thought it was pretty. It's not a good brand. It's Venus. I sold a lot of 3 Venus dresses, and I think I charged, I think I got 25 for all 3 total. So it's not a brand I would normally pick up, but I just thought it was so pretty, and, people going on a tropical vacation. I'm going to try to list this and put, Hawaii trip, cruise, tropical vacation. It's elastic here. Pastels. Feels like rayon. Maxi. And it opens up quite high. So even as a bathing suit cover up, it would work. You wear this over your bathing suit, and then you can go out in the evening without even taking your bathing suit off. I'm pretty light too. I just thought this was cool. It's like a kitchen towel. I don't decorate for any holidays, but someday when I live in a smaller place that maybe I keep neat, maybe I'll throw a few things just, for the spirit. So it's like a kitchen towel, and it says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, it's Halloween. So it's Halloween every day in my house because black cat is always seen in my house. Yeah, I even said to my friend, I don't know why I'm buying this, but I am. It's 2XL. The brand is, I don't know. It just says established 1965 U.S. vintage genuine quality goods made in Pakistan. It is Key West Happy Rooster. I don't know if that's a pub or something, or if it's nothing and they just made this because it's cool. It's got the rooster, long sleeve. I do like a long sleeve t-shirt. Yellow, but not like yellowy yellow. Feels good too. And a good plus size. I was actually looking for, I had sold a 5XL hoodie to someone, and he said, if I find any more 5XL or 6XL to let him know. So I actually did keep an eye out for it, but that's the biggest thing I could find. So you can see why someone like that would shop on Poshmark, because it's not easy to find that size. This is Cynthia Rowley. I took it. I started to put it back. I took it again. What's weird is they had brought in all the Halloween stuff. And this has a black tag, which is the holiday stuff. So just because this is orange, they put a holiday tag and put it with the Halloween stuff. But it is a linen blend, I believe. Let me see. I looked that up because I hesitate with Cynthia Rowley. Yeah, 55% linen and 45% viscose. See, they put the linen first. And it's pretty. It's a 2X. Got a little keyhole in the back. And what? Flutter sleeve? Cute flutter sleeve. Cute enough that I figured I'd give it a go. But a pair of shorts, that'll go in my pile of things to list after I've listed all the more seasonally appropriate things. Just some men's size 32 Volcom shorts, like cargo shorts. They'll make a lot of money, but it's not bad to have a few pair of shorts in your closet, is it? It is not. This is probably stupid. I even think I have a pair new with tag and they won't sell. They're Gloria Vanderbilt. But besides the fact that they're new with tag, they're 18 short, which is very specific, but somebody will like that. It's the Amanda, but I liked it because it's corduroys. The only Gloria Vanderbilts I have right now are I need water, but there isn't any in there. Are jeans. So I decided to give this one a shot, being that it is new with tag. No price. I don't know how much they were. I don't even know where they sell Gloria Vanderbilt. Probably like Kohl's. Maybe even Walmart. Doesn't matter. This is Hot Topic. You know, they have a following, and I know that they don't sell for high, but I've had luck with that sort of brand, so I decided to pick it up. It is a black, feels like cotton shirt, but what's weird about it is, wait, this goes in the front. I don't know if these things are supposed to look like suspenders or a belt buckle, and there's one on both sides. It's lighter than it's similar to belt buckle, seat belt fabric, but much lighter, or like a grosgrain ribbon. Then it's got grommets on the pockets. So just like some things that take it from being a plain black cotton shirt to something weird. And size MD. What is that? What is size MD? I don't know. Hopefully, let's see when this is from. Cut date, July 2021. So they probably don't still have it, but I might be able to find like the old listing of it with some information in a picture. Even better. This is Chico size 2, my only Chico's item. It's no iron and it's pretty. It's pretty. Blue and white. It's got the button there so you can roll up your sleeves. Oh, it's a very high-low hem. See? Feels good. No iron. I don't know if this was a good purchase or not. I have had okay luck with this kind of thing. It is Rip Curl, and it is a wetsuit. And they can sell for quite a bit. I did look it up. There are some issues with this, but nothing, as far as I can tell, that would affect wear. Like it's got these, you know, it's almost like, well, it's rubber. It's thick rubber, so it's got some rubber dents in it, but not torn, or the rubber's not broken in any way that I can tell. And then it has this like rubber piping along there that's not in perfect shape. So I'm going to look at the comps, and I'm going to list this on the low end of comps, but, you know, high enough that I'm still going to hopefully make some decent money on it. And it can take a bit. I had picked up a wetsuit, just top, new at tag, and it took a long time to sell. And when I was in LA at the bins there was a wetsuit, and I was like, oh, that other one hasn't sold. I better leave it. And then that one sold like the next day. It's like, ah, damn it. Oh, I picked this up in case my mother wants them. Knee highs. I guess this she still uses this kind of thing. I don't know. Knee highs on the go versus, I don't know, wear in knee highs. I was going to message her and then I'm like, ugh, just throw it in. If she wants it, she wants it. If not, no great loss. I did buy this to bleach dye. The Nike tee. Just do it in navy blue. Just looking around in my piles. A hat. It has a cow. I like that. Holsteins, Shakes and Buns, Las Vegas. I believe this is at the Cosmopolitan. I haven't been there in years, but I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Another Zara. I'm trying to whip through this. And this is a, I don't know, mini dress, tunic with faux leather on the pockets. And it's an interesting feel. I don't know how to describe that. Hopefully I can find this, you know, online, get some information. Okay, I picked up this jacket. I ended up putting it back. Then I took it out again. Anne Klein extra large. So it has this, it had this like white paint on it. You can still see a little bit of it. But I just like scratched at it and it flaked off. So then I went to the bathroom and I got a paper towel, a wet paper towel. And it pretty much got rid of all of it that was on the leather. This, because it's the fabric of the zipper, I have to work a little bit more on, but a little bit more. But I think it'll be okay. But the leather, it feels so good. So good. That nice buttery, it goes so well with that pillowcase. And it's a longer length. It's got the half belt in the back, extra large, made in Korea, which I believe means it's probably 90s. I just read somewhere they were talking about Korea and they said, someone said it was 90s and someone said it could be also like late 80s. But it's vintage. So I like that. All right. I like this jacket a lot. I don't know the brand. It is called Flint and Tinder, made in America. I did a quick look up for Flint and Tinder, and there were some jackets that went very high. Well, relatively high. It's got a fabric lining, not nylon, just, I don't know, just fabric. And it's that kind of like canvasy outside, like a Carhartt jacket. And the style of it is like a short trucker jacket. Tapers a little bit down here, I think. Fits me. Fits me really well. It is size, I don't know. Let's see if the size is here. Oh, it's a medium. Shells 100% cotton, lining 100% cotton, spot clean only. Thank you. It says that. Thank you. You're welcome. So I will look into this, and the comps are a little too high for me to consider keeping it, which I still shouldn't be considered keeping it because I really don't need a jacket. And I picked up a pair of Skechers boots. You know, UGG knockoff. Very clean, good condition, buttons on the side. It is a size. Did I even look to see if there was a size? I'm not sure I ever did. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. No. Come on. They're a size 9.5. So, I need I'm in my head, I'm like, whether these are for me or not. They're not for me. Stop it. So, in good condition. They were fairly light, too. So, I thought it was worth trying. These I won by coin toss. That's right, I won another coin toss. They need some work. They need some work in terms of, like, look at the shape. They've been smooshed. So, I'm going to stuff them carefully. But they're really nice. Oh, I didn't even look at the size of these. Oh, I hope they're not my size. I really like them. They're Timberlands, which I don't always do well for Timberlands, but I just thought these were really cute. This one's in slightly less mangled shape. But the leather's in good shape. The nylon's in good shape. Everything. It's just that it was stored with stuff stuck to it. Or, you know, squished. Let's see. What is the size? Really? That's where you're going to put the size? There's no way I can read this. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, caramba. All right. I can't read it. If I can read it later, I'll add it. Otherwise, you only need to know if you think you would be interested in them and want to know if it's your size, right? They don't look big. If I put it up against my foot, oh, they do look a little big. I'm putting my foot into it. They do feel like they might be like a women's 9 or even 8.5. I don't have any socks on, so it's hard for me to tell. But they're, oh darn, awfully close to my size. I don't know if that's a good thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not a good thing. I have 2 jackets similar to this that aren't selling, and they're causing me a lot of anxiety. One in particular, just like annoying people, annoying me with, I don't know. But I bought this one anyway. This one's in actually better condition than the ones I have, I think. It's a motorcycle or motor sports jacket. I couldn't find this brand, TMS, which apparently stands for T Motorsports. I just thought it was really cool looking. And there are zippers here, which means that these pads are removable. Because one of the ones I had listed, somebody messaged me and asked if they were removable. And as far as I could tell, they are not removable. So I thought, well, this maybe makes this one better because it is removable. And it just has a good style to it. You know, like it has this over here so you can cinch it at the waist so you don't look like a big blob. It's got cool zipper. The design is, you know, sharp. A little bit heavy. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I have 3 pair of shoes now. Well, these are very interesting. Sam Edelman. Look at those. Are those cool? I thought they were really cool. I don't know if it's an, I guess it's an Oxford. What's the other word? Oh, derby. Could be a derby shoe. I was really surprised that this was Sam Edelman. Not that Sam Edelman is an amazing brand, but I honestly thought it would be a no-name brand from like China. And it is a size US 10. I thought they were very different and very interesting. I bought a pair of, these are Bass. I guess they're like a bean boot, but they're Bass. And the comps were not amazing, but they were reasonable and they were in very good shape. So I liked them and bought them. I liked them and I bought them. They're a size 8. The style is Tundra. I wonder if they're women's 8. They look like they're a women's 8, not a men's. Yeah, a little bit small on me. Oh, they're so cute though. Aww. Like I could get away with them if I didn't wear any socks or walk around too much. Well, hopefully I can sell them. I bought these. These are going to need some work. These are Skechers. I bought them because I thought they were very Y2K. Now that is an era that I'm really bad at identifying. But I had a pair of Skechers that were Y2K and they sold for $75. So when I saw these, you know, with the chunky heel and everything, I'm like, I'm going to try these. They need some cleanup, but they're not ripped or anything. And I kept like playing with the bottom to make sure they were solid, and they seem to be solid. What size are they? Oh dear. Oh, here it is. They're a size 9. I wear a 9 in Skechers. I find Skechers run a little small, so I need a the bigger end of my size. Yep, sure enough. Oh, those are kind of fun. I'm too old to be doing the whole Y2K thing. But if I had to, I could wear these. All right, that bag is done. That means we have one more bag to go. So this is not bad. 40 minutes. All right, let's see. We should be done in less than an hour. These shoes are for me. I did allow myself. They're just something called Cushion Air. Never heard of it. But they're a Birkenstock type shoe with a Sherpa lining, and this is adjustable and suede. So these would be great for around the house. And they were comfortable. So I bought these for myself. I think there's two other things in here that I bought for myself. This is 91 Cotton On. I've heard of Cotton On. I haven't heard of 91, and I've never bought Cotton On. I seem to recall at one point I looked up comps and Cotton On wasn't very good. So now anytime I see Cotton On, I just pass it. But this is a black, oh, and this did fit me. Nice and comfy. Black denim trucker jacket with a Sherpa lining. That's why I bought it. And this one also is a little bit heavy. Oh, this is the belt that goes with that vintage trench coat. They were in the same bin together, but they weren't attached. So I was really surprised that the belt was even there. I should have looked this up. I just threw it in my cart and I never went back to it. It is PGA Tour. I mean, sometimes you can learn about things by buying them and seeing what happens. And at bins prices, which, by the way, my bins are going up. Another 20 cents a pound on the 14th. So I'm not very happy about that. They just went up after the pandemic. They got rid of the bulk discount. Ugh. Anyway, this is a pullover style. Kind of a brushy nylon. Didn't seem to have any damage. It's got the little golfer there. Quarter zip. Size large. Another hot topic. Hot topic. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. A 60% cotton poly, medium, hot topic. It's a hoodie, but it's short sleeves. And the sleeves, are they supposed to be rolled? I don't know. Probably not. They were rolled. Just a bold red and white stripe. Probably this wasn't a great pickup, but I picked it up anyway. There's always going to be some losers. I bought these for myself. They are Croft & Barrow size small. They are flannel jammies. Actually, they're not really flannel. They're fleece. And they have skulls on them. I don't have anything with skulls. And I like to buy skulls to sell, but I'm not buying a Croft & Barrow pajama bottom. There's no way I'm going to make any money on this. So, it came home with me. For me. Because I work from home and I can wear jammy bottoms all the time if I want to. This is Eileen West. White nightgown, size 1X. Look how pretty that is. Definitely, you would not be sleeping in this in the winter. Not super long. Seams there. This has this pretty like satin ribbon at the bottom. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I think just two more items and we are done. Uh-oh. There was another item I picked up for myself and it's not in here. I wonder what happened to it. It was just a sports bra, so it's not a big deal. Oh, well. I was pretty sure I put it in here. Huh. Oh, well. Torrid, size 2. I don't know. This is kind of a weird thing. It does says World Tour, but, like, whose World Tour? How odd for it to just say World Tour without it being an actual band. And then it has the whole, like, sort of tie-dye look. And it feels good, like a well-loved, lightweight sweatshirt. And last but not least, I don't know what's going to become of these. I have mentioned that I don't do well with soft surroundings. And I certainly don't buy small size soft surroundings, except these. These are an extra small. But they're like they're leggings, but they're that heavy weight. Like, I don't know. Very compression. And they have this pattern, and I'm going to squeeze myself into them because I would keep these if they fit me, but they don't look like they would fit me. But it's hard to tell. They're a stretch, but I don't know. So it was probably silly to pick these up, but they just intrigued me. So that is everything. I appreciate everybody that stayed till the end or came back and finished it later. As I said, some of this will be in a show. If there's anything you're interested in, I don't mind selling directly to you at a better price. Quick flip, no work. And if you are not a subscriber and you do enjoy this type of thing, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever I release another video. And just say hi in the comment section. All right? Thank you, and I will see you. I don't know when the next one will be. Probably not that long.